You're watching Channel 8 Eyewitness News at 6. It's not just news, it's eyewitness news.
Federal investigators in Chicago are turning up the heat in their pursuit of organized crime figures. Mobsters they believe may be responsible for dozens of mob murders, including 2 cases with ties to Las Vegas. The slayings of mob figures Tony the Ant Spilotro and Teamsters official Alan Dorfman have never been solved, but that could soon change. George Knapp of the I-Team is here with the latest.
Well, Paul and Gary, for more than a year now, FBI agents in Chicago have been talking to a mobster turned informant named Nick Calabrese, who's said to be spilling the beans on all sorts of unsolved crimes. Now, armed with what Calabrese knows, agents are putting pressure on other mob figures, telling them they'd better start talking because indictments are on the way.
I believe things are getting close.
Former Chicago lawman John Flood thinks the handwriting is on the wall for what's left of the feared Chicago mafia. Flood spent nearly 40 years pursuing mobsters and still stays in touch. According to published reports in Chicago, federal agents are turning up the heat on a wide swath of organized crime figures in anticipation of grand jury indictments. Those indictments would likely focus on the bloody reign of longtime mob boss Joey the Clown Lombardo. A mob associate named Nick Calabrese entered the witness protection program last year and has reportedly been spilling his guts.
Nick Calabrese is a credible witness. From my knowledge, organized crime figures, specifically Lombardo and those underneath him, are very much concerned about what Nicky Calabrese is saying.
Flood, who says Joey Lombardo once tried to kill him, thinks Calabrese could shed light on 30 or more mob murders. A year ago this week, federal agents dug up a Chicago baseball field and found bones, presumably those of a mafia murder victim. The remains have not been publicly identified, but the fact that they were located at all gave credibility to the stories being told by Calabrese, the protected witness. An indictment of Lombardo and others could finally shed light on 2 murder cases of interest to Las Vegas. Tough Tony Spilotro, the reputed rackets boss of Las Vegas, disappeared in Chicago with his brother Michael in June 1986. Their bodies were later found in an Indiana cornfield. Spilotro's wife says the law never really tried to solve the murders. Spilotro's lawyer said the same.
I knew his habits. I knew his lifestyle. Not one question of me. And I really don't think they wanted to find out whoever killed him.
John Flood says whoever did it would have needed permission from Joey Lombardo, who's already submitted DNA samples to the FBI. Another unsolved murder with Nevada implications is that of Alan Dorfman, head of the Teamsters Pension Fund, the guy who funneled millions of dollars to help build most of the Las Vegas Strip. Dorfman was gunned down in a parking lot to keep him quiet. No one was ever charged. Flood says the mob remains strong in Chicago and still has Las Vegas operations. Indictments in Chicago could generate ripples here and elsewhere.
The government's looking into all these murders, major murders, for 30, 40 years, and it would rip open organized crime in the city of Chicago, affecting across the United States and Las Vegas.
The last time we spoke with Nancy Spilotro, Tony Spilotro's widow, she told us, quote, "It's about damn time the FBI got around to solving her husband's murder." It hasn't happened yet, but law enforcement sources hint that the government has been given new information about who carried out the Spilotro hit, as well as the Dorfman slaying. Considering how old some of these cases are, though, the feds are not going to rush things at all, and we'll certainly keep you posted on where it goes.
Thanks, George.
Sure.